From the hills of a modest city to the center of a vast empire, the story of Rome's rise is one of relentless ambition, calculated strategy, and unparalleled resilience. In this tale, we witness the transformation of a republic from its humble beginnings to a force that reshaped the ancient world. This is not just the story of wars and politics, it is the story of people, their struggles, their triumphs, and their unwavering drive to leave a legacy for the ages. Rome's origin is steeped in legend, a mix of myth and historical truth that form the bedrock of its identity. The city, according to tradition, was founded in 753 BCE by Romulus, the survivor of a tragic fraternal conflict. Romulus and his twin brother Remus, abandoned at birth and raised by a she-wolf, were destined to establish a great city. The legend of their struggle and the eventual establishment of Rome became a metaphor for the city's enduring resilience and ambition. After its founding, Rome was ruled by 7 kings who established early institutions that would shape its identity. Among these, the development of religious practices, military structures, and urban foundations were critical. However, the monarchy became increasingly unpopular, culminating in its overthrow 509 BCE. The last king, Tarquin the Proud, was ousted after a period of tyranny, and Rome transitioned into a republican system that promised shared governance and accountability. But the early republic was fraught with challenges. Geographically, Rome was a small player among the city-states of central Italy, overshadowed by powerful neighbors like the Etruscans in the north and the Samnites to the south. Economically, it was vulnerable, reliant on agriculture and trade that could be easily disrupted by enemies. Rome's military was initially ill-equipped to face the scale of threats it encountered. Yet, what Rome lacked in resources, it made up for in ingenuity and determination. Rome's survival was never guaranteed, but its leaders, citizens, and soldiers shared a common drive to preserve and expand their city. This shared sense of purpose would become a defining trait, ensuring that the Republic endured even in its darkest moments. While Rome faced external threats, its internal dynamics were no less tumultuous. The Republic was born with a system that heavily favored the patricians, the aristocratic elite who controlled political offices, religious institutions, and most of the wealth. The plebeians, or common people, were excluded from significant political power and often bore the brunt of societal hardships. This imbalance led to a centuries-long conflict known as the struggle of the orders. The plebeians employed both peaceful and radical measures to demand equality. One of their most effective tools was the cessatio plebis, a mass withdrawal of labor and participation in society. These protests forced the patricians to make concessions, leading to critical reforms. In 494 BCE, the plebeians achieved the establishment of the office of the tribune of the plebs. Tribunes had the power to veto decisions harmful to the common people, providing a safeguard against patrician dominance. Over time, the plebeians gained access to other offices, such as the consulship, and new laws, like the 12 Tables, codified their rights. This internal struggle, while divisive, ultimately strengthened the Republic. The inclusion of the plebeians created a broader base of loyalty and participation. It also fostered a culture of negotiation and adaptability, traits that would prove invaluable as Rome expanded its influence. By the 5th and 4th centuries BCE, Rome's political stability allowed it to focus outward. Its immediate goal was to secure dominance over the Italian peninsula. The process was anything but smooth. Rome faced fierce resistance from the Etruscans, Latins, and, most notably, the Samnites. The Samnite Wars 343–90 BCE were among the most defining conflicts of this period. These wars tested Rome's military capabilities and strategic thinking. The Samnites, masters of guerrilla warfare, used the mountainous terrain of central Italy to their advantage. In response, Rome adapted its tactics, developing the manipular legion of flexible military formation that allowed for more dynamic and coordinated attacks. Rome's approach to conquest was not purely military. It employed a sophisticated system of alliances, offering defeated cities and tribes partial citizenship or military protection in exchange for loyalty. This policy, often referred to as the Roman Confederation, turned former enemies into allies. By the end of the Samnite Wars, Rome had effectively secured its dominance over central and southern Italy. The culmination of this phase came with the Punic Wars, 282–75 BCE. Facing Pyrrhus of Epirus, one of antiquity's most skilled generals, Rome endured heavy losses but refused to capitulate. Pyrrhus's victories, though tactically brilliant, were strategically hollow, a phenomenon that gave rise to the term Pyrrhic victory. By outlasting Pyrrhus, Rome demonstrated that its resilience and determination could overcome even the most formidable opponents. First Punic War 264–41 BCE. Rome's initial foray into naval warfare was marked by innovation. Despite having no prior naval tradition, Rome built a fleet and developed the corvus, a boarding device that turned sea battles into infantry skirmishes. By the end of this war, Rome had claimed Sicily, its first overseas province. Second Punic War 218–01 BCE. This conflict brought the legendary Hannibal Barca to the forefront. Hannibal's crossing of the Alps and his crushing victory at Cannae to 16 BCE were unparalleled feats. Yet, Rome's refusal to surrender and Scipio Africanus's bold invasion of Carthage turned the tide. At the Battle of Zama, 200 BCE, Hannibal was defeated, and Rome emerged as the dominant power. Third Punic War 149–146 BCE. Rome's destruction of Carthage was both brutal and decisive. By the war's end, the city of Carthage was razed, and its territory became a Roman province. These wars solidified Rome's dominance in the western Mediterranean, paving the way for its eventual expansion eastward. Rome's victories in the west were followed by campaigns in the east. The Republic's clashes with the Hellenistic kingdoms showcased its growing ambitions. The Macedonian Wars, 214–148 BCE, dismantled the once mighty Macedonian kingdom, while the defeat of the Seleucid Empire in the Roman Seleucid War, 192–188 BCE, brought large parts of Asia Minor under Roman influence. In 133 BCE, the kingdom of Pergamon was bequeathed to Rome, further cementing its eastern dominance. Rome's rapid expansion brought immense wealth and new challenges. Social inequality widened, as vast estates latifundia, controlled by the elite, displaced small farmers. Populist leaders like the Gracchus brothers attempted reforms, but faced violent opposition. Meanwhile, military changes, such as Marius's reforms, created armies loyal to individual generals rather than the Republic. This led to a series of civil wars, culminating in Julius Caesar's rise and the eventual transition from Republic to Empire. Rome's rise to power is a testament to human ambition, adaptability, and resilience. From a small city-state to a Mediterranean superpower, Rome's journey reshaped history. But with great power came great challenges, as internal struggles began to unravel the Republic. This is not the end, but the beginning of Rome's transformation into an empire. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to History Orlog. Let us know what stories you'd love to explore next. See you in the next chapter of history.